Just like a lot of other people on social media, we picked up a brand new Focus RS over the weekend. However, we didn't stop with a 1/64th scale version. We bought a full-size version as well. This is our new project car, a 2016 Focus RS, and in my opinion, the best color available, the nitrous blue quad coat, with of course a 6-speed manual transmission and the charcoal Recaro seats inside. If you're living in a barn and aren't familiar with the new RS, it is the hottest hatchback available right now and the top of the food chain as far as the Focus goes. These make 350 horsepower and 350 pounds of torque and put it to all four wheels via an all-wheel drive system. They have 13.7-inch Brembo brakes in the front and are a much higher performance version than the standard ST. While a lot of people compare the ST to the RS directly, there's a lot of things, while they look the same, they're very different about the RS. The RS has an electric steering rack with a 13:1 fixed ratio, which is much more performance-oriented than the variable ratio found in the ST. The front springs and rear springs are also over 30% stiffer, and the car is 25% stiffer all the way around as far as the chassis goes. Unlike the ST's 2-liter engine, the RS features a 2.3-liter engine that'll spin to 6,800 RPM, provides 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds, and a top speed of 165 miles an hour bone stock. Alright, so since we got a new project car here at CGA's, of course the first thing I gotta do is take it for a ride. Now, I honestly have no experience with these cars. I've been behind the wheel of one in the past, but never really driven them too hard. First thing I can tell you is when you sit behind the wheel, your first thought is it feels like a Focus ST. I mean, same look, same kind of seating, same everything. The first time you hit the gas though, you can tell it's a different animal altogether. And first of all, whatever you do to the exhaust system from the factory, it sounds a lot better than your standard ST. I mean, normal cruising speeds, obviously you don't hear it. You can hear the turbo a little bit, but it's got a much deeper tone to it. Like when you get on it, that exhaust valve opens up, it sounds completely different. And then obviously the next thing you notice is the acceleration. The torque steer is gone. In the case of our orange ST that we have, our SEMA car we built, that's got an aftermarket turbo on it. The sticky tires, the torque steer is pretty bad. I mean, that car definitely pulls back and forth when you really get on it. When you drive the RS, that's gone. I mean, you hit the gas and it just goes dead straight. Steering, obviously extremely responsive, just like you'd expect it to be. Yeah, when that exhaust opens up, it sounds really good. I'm not sure what Ford did. I mean, obviously with the valve and stuff to make the exhaust have that nice deep tone. It doesn't sound four-cylinderish at all. I mean, maybe a little bit, but it's a lot deeper than anything else I've heard. Hoping the aftermarket stuff carries that tone on, that you still keep that nice deep sound. And of course, you have different drive modes, which are going to basically put power to different parts of the car. Basically, the sportier it gets, the more rear-wheel drive it gets. Then you go to full-blown drift mode, where basically it's almost like a rear-wheel drive Focus at that point. The brakes, of course, absolutely amazing. It does feel, and it could be just me, I mean, I'm used to driving some of the other cars, but the pedal feels, it almost has more of a manual feel. Like the brakes, you have better pedal feel. Like before, like especially the ST, and especially the new Mustangs too, and the trucks are even worse, the pedal feels almost fake. Like you barely get on and the brakes grab. This has a much better feel to the pedal. Definitely more performance oriented. Of course, you hit it, it just takes off. And like you'd expect from an all-wheel drive car, I mean, it is planted to the road. I mean, the road feel is excellent. Steering feedback is great. I mean, the car just feels really balanced when you drive it. Seems when you drive this, at least to me, you hear less turbo than you do with the ST. Like the ST, you can definitely notice the turbo sound. Here I hear a lot less turbo and a lot more exhaust, which I like. Power band is good too. I mean, it'll pull from like 1800 all the way up. And obviously there's gonna be more power up top, but power band is useful all over the place. Now we'll try a launch from a dead stop. I'm not going to rev it up too much. Just want to see how it actually works. Obviously, I can rev it a lot higher than that. That's something your ST is not going to do. Now, being the car has like 18 miles on it, I'm kind of afraid to beat on it too much, but that was a nice light, like 3,500 RPM launch, and even bogged at that. So higher launch, I can see this thing definitely 60-footing real well. Yeah, I'd get in trouble in a hurry in this car. Obviously, the RS is a lot of fun to drive and very easy to get in trouble with. We got a lot of videos planned for this car. We're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel.